Hello, I'm Andi and I'm going to read to you a weekly horoscope for April the 2017, and this is for you coming from Cancer, and we're going to start from Saturday the 1st and go on until Saturday the 8th of April. So let's start on Saturday the 1st. Saturday the 1st makes you very arrogant, makes you very full of yourself, makes you criticize other people easily. You are very fussy with everything, and others look at you as being arrogant as well. So don't want to do all that. Do the opposite and be approachable, be polite, and you will be able to overcome this planet who's making you behave in a negative way. This goes on for the morning and afternoon session, and it can isolate you in your career. It can bring difficulties because your approach will be too much of an arrogance if you're in business. And if you are going to have lunch with somebody, you also cannot afford to be too particular and to show that you look down on other people. As the evening comes in, or rather the late afternoon, this good planet starts a bit earlier. So as the evening comes in, you're going to become luckier and luckier. And so arrange for meetings as the late afternoon evenings come. Arrange for socializing, even if it's with your colleagues or bosses, even if it's with the people you're doing business with, even with the person you want to impress in business for their contracts and their contacts, or even if you are with your marriage partner in the evening, many solutions can be found where earlier they couldn't. And if you are looking for romance, it's the evening and the nightfall session that makes you very lucky. Okay? Now, this combination on a Saturday, whole day, the rewards do come, but they may not finalize for that day, so you need to be patient. Let's move to Sunday the 2nd, which is a perfectly good day for you, and you do very well morning, noon and night. So it's a good day to be with your family, with your marriage partner and your children, with your romance partner. You can call your colleagues out and be with them. You can, if your bosses are free, also call them out and to be with them, and everything you do is going to be very favorably poised for you. So you're very lucky and you absorb all the help and the kindness people show. As the late afternoon and evening comes, the situation remains good. So I can see the opportunity for singing or for dancing, for socializing. So go out with your family people and your marriage partner. Go out with your romance partner. If you're looking for a romance, this is a perfect day to make the move. Morning, noon and night, make your phone calls, arrange for the dates later on in the day, and you will do very well, very well. Also during the evening and nightfall session, although it's a Sunday, since you are going to be so lucky and you want to invite a business possibility out, do so. Or if you want to invite a colleague or colleagues, or if you want to invite your boss or your superiors, it's good. Because even on a Sunday, whatever you do with anybody that you do, you benefit a lot. Monday the 3rd is another very good day for you. And it starts very well, morning and afternoon. It produces a lot of energy. So as you go to work, you're already very happy. And at your workplace, you get good news. People support you at your work. If you're in business, good news comes. You attract more contracts. You make good business contacts. So communicate, project yourself, and you're going to benefit a lot. As the evening comes and the nightfall comes, things change. Now some gloominess sets in, some disappointment set in, and now some differences set in between you and your marriage partner or your romance partner or your colleagues or your superiors or bosses or even with the business contacts. So something is going wrong. You have to identify it early and correct it as soon as possible. And if you're not careful, gloominess can lead to depression as the night moves on. So it's a drastic morning, afternoon, early evening, so good, and then everything turning against you. This gloomy planet is also seen in the morning and afternoon session, but this gloomy planet cannot do much in the sense that it creates some problem and then moves away. So little ins and bits, you will begin to realize where things can go wrong later on. Now let's move to Tuesday the 4th, which is a really bad day, morning, noon and night. So you have to be very careful. there's always a solution, there's always ability to build up protection for yourself. This is by early advice, like listening to people like me. The day starts in a very radical way, meaning that you become very rebellious, very angry, very upset easily, cannot agree with anything, and people just don't like to deal with you. That's even before you leave for work, if you are with other people. And then as you get to work, your workplace, let's say it's a career, there will be already unexpected differences, unexpected setbacks, any mistakes made, now they surface to bring unexpected problems. And unexpected changes can also take place with you, not the winner but the loser. So be very careful every step of the way in your office. Now, if you are in business, you can make mistakes unexpectedly, you can quote unexpectedly, your marketing areas can be unexpectedly wrong. So this planet makes you mistake in communication, in marketing areas as well. And of course, when things go wrong, then you realize that the morning-afternoon period is starting to create more and more problems as it moves on. As the late afternoon and evening and nightfall comes, the planet of aggression comes in. And now if you're traveling, accidents can be seen. And if you're socializing, be careful of your temper, or you might provoke somebody else into wanting to have a fight with you, whether it's a verbal or physical or whatever. So you cannot afford to show temper, otherwise temper will be shown to you. You cannot afford to show a tendency of violence, otherwise violence will be shown to you. You will remain the victim. So be calm, control your temper. If you're not happy about something, move away. Alright? So it's a very unhappy day basically for you. So you might as well lie low, not expose yourself to problems. Wednesday the 5th, where very fast planets are seen. So morning afternoon session, you have got a lot to do, and stress is seen, and therefore this stress will tend to make you a little bit shaky. So have a timetable. As you go to office, first thing you do is get a pen and paper and write down all your responsibilities, urgent ones for the day. And you may find that out of the 8 or 9, only 1 or 2 are important. And that way, when you realize this, your stress will drop. And when your stress drops, you become calmer. But it's going to be a day full of activity. So timetables are very important. Don't expect to do too much, otherwise you're going to overlap each of them and become more stressed. It's also a day where the planets of argument can make you argue very easily. And little bits of arguments will lead to long debates. And of course, others will not be happy with you, so don't do that either. As the day moves on, the planet of ego moves in. So I can see that even morning, afternoon session, this planet is still there as well, only not so active. So throughout the day, your ego makes you very unhappy with what you are not expected to have. It makes you very critical about small things which you're not happy with, makes you very fussy. And it produces a person who behaves very arrogantly. So this becomes worse as the evening and nightfall comes. And that's not going to lead you very far. People are going to isolate you. So don't do all these things. And if you don't, then you'll have a very busy day and also a very pleasant evening. Thursday the 6th for you in Cancer is not a bad start. The morning and afternoon period move along quite well. You don't get exactly what you want, in the sense that the endings are not rewarding yet, and the endings are not showing yet as to what you really wanted to finish with. So you have to be patient in the morning and afternoon session. The real goodness from the planet comes as the afternoon slowly moves to the evening, evening moves to nightfall. That is where you start to benefit. That is where you find solutions coming for yourself, when earlier you couldn't find solutions. That's where all the stubbornness from people also disappears and they come to your side. So stay calm, and then the late afternoon, evening and nightfall period, you get plenty of good news in all areas. Good to socialize, good to mix business and pleasure, good to be out with your colleagues or your bosses. Take your marriage partner out and your family members as well, and also take your romance partner out if you are in romance. And it's going to be a perfect late afternoon, evening, and especially nightfall period. Friday the 7th is going to be a very good day, morning, noon and night. And morning, noon and night you're going to find plenty of support from people. And morning, noon and night you're going to be lucky. So you start the day well, you are inspired, ideas come from you inspired. And so project your ideas, communicate with people, talk to your colleagues and your bosses. If you're in business, contact your business people and share with them your ideas, share with them the opportunities you're going to create for them. They'll be very excited. As the day moves on to the late afternoon, evening and nightfall, the situation gets even better. Now you're getting results of what you did earlier part of the day. Now you're being rewarded by something or another. And it's good to socialize. So be busy. Plan socializing if you're in business with your business contacts. If you are working, then with your colleagues or bosses. If not, just invite your marriage partner and family members out. Or if you're in romance, your romance partner out. Everything else very well. And the support and the bonding is very nice on this Friday the 7th. And then we'll move to Saturday the 8th. It doesn't start well. It's really gloomy and bad news and you don't feel well either. So it's a day where somehow you need to lie low the whole day and night. You need to lie low. Your energy levels will be low. Your desire for moving ahead is not there. The determination level in you will be very low as well. Could it be that you are not well somehow or you are very tired? And this of course can lead to make you very lazy. And so you have to explain to your marriage partner that you are in this form and you're not very happy and perhaps to take it easy and leave you alone. Or the same thing with your romance partner as well, because they'll be wondering why you suddenly become so lethargic. These are the planets who bring the slowness into making you lethargic, into making you gloomy, then into making you depressed. So be out with happy people, talk to your spouse, talk to your romance partner. If you are working, then you have to be careful that bad news can come at work. And if you are in business, watch out, and you're going to work and you're in contact with your business people, be careful that bad news can really come in the morning, afternoon sessions. The evening session makes you very rebellious. So again, the difficulty is another way. It makes you a person who is not agreeable to the plans of others, and you want to change his plans in a very rebellious way. And you show your attitude which is not good, and therefore you make it even worse and worse. So if you don't have to socialize, don't socialize. Just stay calm somewhere quietly and let the day pass. So your week doesn't end very well, but that's the way it is. Okay? Now do go to Facebook and follow me, and I'm already Skyping, and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute consultation with me. It'll be based on your full date of birth and time of birth, and also to look at your palms on Skype. And I'll be able to give you a very accurate reading for the next 10 or 11, the next 5 or 6 years. Next 5 or 6 years. Okay? So do go to Facebook and communicate with me, and perhaps one day very soon we will Skype. Thank you and goodbye.